Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of a Stepdle puzzle, where apparently it's National Mustard Day, so I'm going to be using some words connected with mustard, and the blurb that I read said that mustard can give a zing to your meal. So I tried zing, that gave me 4 greys, not entirely unexpectedly, so I had meal as a backup 4-letter word. Now, is it going to start with the E? Probably not, because if it did, then it would probably be Earl or Evil. So that means that the E is probably third, but what are the first 2 letters going to be then? You'd have thought it would be a double E in the middle if it's going to end EL, but of course it can no longer be so. So, let's go back to my first thought. Can it start with E? I really don't think it can. So that means I'm completely at a loss to work out what this word is already, which is a really bad start. I don't think opal, O-P-A-L, not O-P-E-L. So I'm still trying to work out what can come before E-L. Knoll, but we can't use the N and that's a name anyway. Oh, fuel. We can use the U in second. There we go. That was surprisingly restricted, considering we hadn't really ruled out that many letters. Anyway, we'll move on. Mustard can be spicy. And that gives us 1 letter, which could have been worse. And when I start to use more common letters, A, R and E, they're all in the word, but none of them is in the right place. So let's hope I won't end up swearing by the end of this. Oh, and I'm only going to be swearing with happiness after that. Mustard, of course, is yellow. I'm not sure this is the best word to choose. It duplicates an L, it's got a W and a Y, which are quite uncommon letters, relatively, but it's one of the first things you think of, I think, when you think of mustard, the yellow colour. Certainly with most common types of mustard in this country. So we'll go for yellow. And as expected, we have quite a few greys, but at least we've got a couple of yellows. Let's put castle in. We're actually quite restricted on the L. It can't be third or fourth. Oh, now we've got it in the right positions, but we've still got absolutely nothing else. I'm going to try edible, see if we've got a duplicated E, because we're running out of vowels. We're going to need some more. We can't use the A or the O, and we can't use the I or the E. Right. And we can't use a Y, so it's going to be a U. And luckily it's not bubble, that would have been a horrible word. Tripled B's. Jungle. Oh, I'm so happy to get that as well. The J is quite an unusual letter, so again, if that was not right, it probably wouldn't have been particularly helpful. But we'd ruled out so many other letters at that stage that there was a good chance that it was correct, and it was. And we will end, of course, with mustard. That's not worked quite as nicely as I hoped. Let's go camping. Try an ing ending. And we do have an ing ending. That's nice. I thought the fact that I hadn't tried the E in the first 2 guesses might come back to haunt me, but we've done quite well without it. Do I think it's more likely to be foaming or beaming? I think let's try beaming. Beaming smile. Well, it's not foaming either, that's the good news. But luckily, I am amazing? No, I'm not. That's a shame. That's disappointing. So what is this word going to be? What's that first letter going to be? Is it going to have to be an O? Because what else can come before an M? Oh, it's not a duplicated A, but it could be a duplicated I. Imaging would be a really horrible word. Duplicated I's and G's, but it is correct. I'm actually quite relieved that that only took me 5. That could have been a lot harder. So 3, 3, 4, 5. It's usually the other way around. I usually do better on the longer words because you get more information with each guess because you rule out so many letters when it's a 7 or 6 letter word that you're guessing. But no, completely the opposite pattern today. Which is a bit of a shame, because I was hoping for a quadruple 3 pattern when I got those first 2 3s, but it did go a bit downhill. But I think for the third day in a row, I've ended up with 5 steps left, so we took 15 total guesses, means we had 5 remaining. So that's not too bad. Avoided a few hard mode traps, or we got into a few hard mode traps, but didn't spend too long in them anyway. That's the Stepdle puzzle. Thank you for watching, and now go and put some mustard on your next meal, even if it's cereal. Bye for now.